Hello and welcome on my channel. Behind my back you can see a Corvette C4. It's my dream car that I've been working on for the last 7 months. For those of you who were watching the previous episodes, you may be surprised that I'm speaking English. The reason why I decided to change is that even though the popularity of the Corvette C4 is actually growing in Poland, probably because of the low prices that can only go higher, I would like to share my work, my project, with as many people as I can, and the only way I can do it is change the language to English. And now a short note for Polish speaking people. Dla wszystkich osób, które oglądały poprzednie odcinki, natomiast język angielski będzie trochę problematyczny, specjalnie dla Was będę zostawiał polskie napisy. Tak więc jeżeli w dalszym ciągu chcecie śledzić moje poczynania z Corvetą C4, do czego Was serdecznie zapraszam, to tutaj na dole będziecie w stanie włączyć napisy i mam nadzieję, że zostaniemy ze sobą na dłużej. Let's go to work! As you can see, I had to put a lot of foil and masking tape because I didn't know how to remove those side panels, the ones that are around the middle console. And also I saw how to remove the carpets from under the steering wheel and the bread box, and I just didn't really want to. It seemed like a lot of hassle. These 4 pieces were the only ones painted inside the car. The other pieces were taken out, cleaned and painted inside my basement. That's why there is no video, because the light was really bad. I'm gonna do one thick layer of paint. Of course I wouldn't do it on plastic and metal elements, but in this case it is fine. Of course I don't know how durable this paint is, so I got myself 3 extra cans just in case, so that I can refresh the paint in the future. So now it's time to take out the foil and the masking tape and see the final result. Of course I know how the paint looks like because I already painted a few more elements, but I wanna see if I didn't mess up something with covering and maybe something is dirty with paint and I have to fix it. Okay, so today the carpets are finally going back inside the car, but first I need to cut a few rubber mats. These mats are the second layer of the soundproofing material. It will be lined between the butyl mat and the carpets. And because I still have the old pieces, I can use them as a template. So for the trunk I'm gonna go with 30 mm and under the seats it's going to be 9. But for you guys, I would advise you to do something less than 30. It's because I had some fitment issues. But for the floor under the seats, 9 mm was just fine. So if you want to make sure that the mat and carpet stay in place, you can always do those Velcro patches as I did. It's something that I was testing in my house for a couple of months. It works perfectly, It's cheap and you can always take it off. Okay, so the back of the car is already done. It wasn't hard, it's actually pretty easy, but you need some time to cut it properly. I have the old mat as a template, but the rubber mat is not that keen on to compress. And because of that, the shape had to be a little bit different. Okay, so now let's move to the front of the car. If you want to see a difference between the carpet that has been painted and the one that I forgot about, here it is. So that's the side panel of the door, driver's door, I guess. And you can see that the difference is huge. And actually you could get even more, because this could be painted like 2 layers. It would probably get even darker. I have to show you something. So I left this side panel, or panels from both sides, in the car, because I thought it's impossible for me to take it out because of this screw. But apparently, you don't need to unscrew it, because the side panel goes around. So actually it was 1, 2, 3, and 2 on top, 5 screws, and that's it. So if you're wondering if I'm gonna take it out, the old material, and put the new soundproofing one, the answer is no, I have enough. I do have enough. I'm gonna leave it like that. And actually it looks alright, there is no damage. So maybe the only thing that I will do is I will take a couple of pictures just for a future reference. Okay, so I can finally say it is done. The carpets are already in the car. Seriously, this job took me like 20-25 hours. So even though the carpet is already inside the car, it doesn't really mean that everything is finished. There's some plastic that needs to be glued because they broke. And also when I used the cleaner, the APC, maybe it was too strong, I don't know. But it looks like they lost the color. Not all of the plastics, but some of them, mostly the ones from the trunk. And for me, it kind of looks like someone was using the sandpaper on them and maybe painting them. But to be honest, it's not high priority. I have different things to do. So probably installing plastics will be done in the next episode. Okay, so let me show you the result.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching and see you next time.